Flosstube. How is everybody doing out there? It's Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher, and it's Flosstube episode number 40. It is Friday, June 9th, 2023. I almost said 22, because once you get past a certain age, it all just kind of blends together. Anyways, what have you all been up to? How is everybody doing? Have you guys been stitching? Have you been enjoying your summer? I hope so. And well, from my end of Flosstube land, I am finally done with my son who just graduated his junior year in high school. Finally done with everything that needed to be done there so that he could have the junior year under his belt and done. So had a little trouble with his school where I had to keep vigilant and calling and emailing until they finally did what they were supposed to do. Anyways, so that was definitely stressful, and I'm just so relieved it's done. So that was done yesterday. Anyways, so I've finally reached 1,400 subscribers. So we're only 100 away for the giveaway I wanted to do for the 1,500. So for the 1,500. So I was gonna do three prizes for each 500 subscriber increment. So thank you for all the new people who have come my way, and it's possible that people have tagged me on their videos and I just have not seen them. So you know, I would thank whoever's doing that, you know, mentioning me or on their Flosstube. But if I haven't, that's probably why, because you know, I try to make sure that I'm showing gratitude, because that's what it's all about here on Flosstube, is word of mouth. And you know, making sure that whoever would be into what we're doing, you know, we you know, direct them to other people who we think, you know, does awesome stuff. So all right, so I do have a couple of finishes and I do have a couple whips, but yeah, I've mainly been working on doing making sure I'm whittling down my whip, you know, my whip count. So I first started out, I think it was like 38 with 38 or 39 whips, and now I'm down to 31 whips. So super excited about that. I'm trying to get to like a mid 20s to low 20s range for just kind of like what I'll always have in my rotation. I don't think I can get, I don't really want to get below the 20 whip count, because I like to have different designers in my whip rotation, because I like the variety. I love the variety, actually, and I do love to participate in SALs with friends and other stitchers. So first I'll start off and show you my finishes. So so first, this last week I finished the Marjorie Petty Scottish sampler, and isn't it beautiful? Oh, I just love it. So that was my possible screen grab, guys. Most of us are familiar, so isn't that sweet? And I love just all the random animals that it had toward the end. Maybe they're not so random, but birds, and I think that's turkey, and I don't know what those are at the bottom there under the tree. But it was super fun to make those, and I absolutely love the colors that Marjorie used for her hearts. I love the grays and the reds together. I think those were really pretty. And I love the butterflies also, that they're just gray and gray and red. And I love that satin stitch. that was called for. And yeah, I just, this is a 32 count, or sorry, this is a 28 count light biscuit linen, dyed by Anita over at Northumberland Sampler House. But yeah, so I just love all that back stitch that's throughout the pattern. So right here and down here, there's back stitch right there. Under the flower vase there, yeah, under this flower here, and look at those sweet birds and the little flower bush under. See the gray heart. Oh, I just love that so much. So yeah, pretty cool. And I left the stats out to show you. Yeah, so Marjorie finished this when she was age 13 in 1870, and that is definitely their house. I'm stitching her younger sister, Lizzie Petty's sampler, and she stitched basically the same house, but different colors and things. So let's see. Let me see. Oh, here it is. All right, so let's see, the size of that, the Marjorie Petty sampler was 86 stitches wide and 200 stitches high. And then the finish size for mine, it was bigger than what this is saying. This is for a 36 count, which was 6.14 by 14.29, and mine's bigger than that because it's on 28 count. But I don't want to calculate it right now, and I didn't write it down, so sorry about that. Yeah, so it's beautiful. I absolutely love it, and I am going to frame it. I'm gonna put it up in my house somewhere. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in the craft room because it actually can go with colors in my house. I normally don't do, stuff that's gonna go in the rest of my house, which is unfortunate, but just I do kind of what feels nice and I love to look at, when I stitch. But this was beautiful and I really enjoyed it. So this was I also stitched it 2/2, and so it was a little sparse, I guess, compared to normally what I do on a 28 count, which is like 3/2 strands. But like once I washed and ironed this, it plumped up quite a bit. You can see the coverage isn't 100%, but it's really, really good. So yeah, so I'm very pleased with it. I think it looks gorgeous, and of course, framing in my house proves that I'm pretty happy with it. Because otherwise I wouldn't have it up in my house, because it'd be a reminder of how much I didn't like the results. So, but I do love the result. Okay, sorry. I just ironed it. I don't want it to get wrinkled. Okay, and then my next finish was for the My First Soda SAL. It's the Clean Day on Soda Stitch Design on Etsy, and Soda Girl's Dream is the chart name. And there's my finish. Isn't it pretty? Oh, I love it so much. And this is on a 28 count hand dyed by Rolanda. It's an Alma. And I stitched this with AMO floss 3/2. And that was my first time using AMO floss, and I absolutely enjoyed it. And I forgot to say, I filled in the shirt. It was empty. It just had the kind of pink outline, to kind of shape the shirt, but it was, not filled in with stitching in the middle there. But I did, because I was using a, colored fabric, multiple colors of on the same fabric. It was not white, I think, which was kind of the original idea behind not having this part filled in. And also the clouds I filled in with just blanc, the DMC color, just white. And yeah, the shirt I filled in with DMC 818. Oh, I just loved finishing those patches, back stitching those patches. And the kitty looking at the butterfly is my favorite. I just love that butterfly. But yeah, and then I backstitched with 2 strands for the clothesline, and I backstitched with just 1 strand for everything else. But yeah, so yeah, with AMO, I would say the difference that I could tell was just that it's like a little, I think it's like a little more rigid or a little stiffer than DMC. But other than that, the coverage is great. The colors are great, and the integrity of the floss is very good. Like it doesn't split apart like, say, a CXC, at least the CXCs that I've used in the past. You know, it's normally not like a huge problem for me with CXC kind of splitting apart. Like I don't really get like really long strands of floss to stitch. So anyways, but with AMO, definitely the quality is good. It is more quality than CXC. But I hear Royal Embroidery is almost exactly like DMC, so that's probably my next try. But yeah, AMO is definitely very, very nice. And yeah, I enjoyed it, and I'll definitely use it again. But yeah, so that's my finish, and I'm not really sure, you know, how I'm gonna FFO it, but I love how it turned out with Rolanda's fabric. Like this little pink butterfly has this kind of little pink, you know, swirl sort of mist of pink below it, and I think that's really sweet because it could be kind of like the trail of the butterfly's flight or something like that, or the path. You know, I just love how all these colors worked out on this piece. So, and I have so enjoyed seeing everybody's finishes and their progress on this piece with our stitch along. So it's the hashtag my first Soda SAL, and it's not over, but you know, it's a quick stitch, so there are a lot of people who have finished it. So Jordan Tattoo Stitcher, she and Bernadette are hosting actually the SAL with me, and Jordan finished hers, and Bernadette finished hers, and then let's see, Jamie, Teeny Weeny Stitches, she finished hers. There's Instagram user Snow White and some numbers behind that, or at the end of that rather. She just finished hers a couple days ago. There are several people who have finished theirs, and I apologize, I can't remember everybody off the top of my head right now. But yeah, so the finish size, sorry, of the piece, at least if you're stitching it on 32 count, was 12.5 centimeters by 15 centimeters, and on like a 28 count like I did is 14.5 centimeters by 17 centimeters. Much smaller in inches, at least the number is less in inches. I just don't convert in my head. But yeah, so I'm just trying to remember if there's anything else. Oh, the stitch count is 78 wide by 86 high. So yeah, so that was it. And thank you everybody for joining us, and keep going. The SAL is still going, and keep using the hashtag and sharing your progress. Loving it. There are some conversions that are going to be exciting to see. Bernadette did a skin conversion on hers and hair conversion color, and it is adorable. Love it. I love that the Soda Stitch is easy to do skin conversions, or you just kind of know the color that will look good, and then that's what you use. It's not super complicated. So yeah, pretty excited about that. And then my whips are, well, I'm not counting officially the Lizzie Petty sampler from Northumberland Sampler House as an official whip, right? Because it's a model stitch, but this is what I've been stitching on. So just show it like that because the linen, you can kind of tend to see through it. So there's that. It's just beautiful. And I did this herringbone stitch just right on the bottom there, the bottom border right now. And it's very long compared to Marjorie's, but look at those beautiful colors. Look how beautiful those are turning out. Oh, I just love them. I'm kind of, yeah, going too far there, but this is stitched 2/2 on a 36 count vanilla linen dyed by Anita at Northumberland Sampler House. Yes, I just absolutely love all those beautiful DMC colors. And this is DMC floss. So yeah, there you have it. And this, yeah, this one's longer, or wider rather, than Marjorie's. So that'll be interesting to see kind of the feel of that once that's completed. So, and then this is kind of the, I mean, it's not the whole piece. It's not, this is the restored, hence the need for the model stitch, but this is the restored, and it's just not the whole thing. It's just mainly like the house, kind of showing what the, you know, the meat for a stitcher would be, is this beautiful house. And see, it's like pretty much the same house as the one on Marjorie's. So I just love that. And this was stitched in 1874. Yeah, just beautiful. And it just is, those beautiful colors are coming out. Those, you know, kind of that, you know, minty green blue, I guess. Sorry, that's right behind it, but it's, I'll tell you the color. Can't remember off the top of my head what it is. I don't use that all the time. It's 3813 blue green, light blue green. So yeah. One more look because it is so pretty. That herringbone stitch was really fun. I just did that yesterday. So fun. First time doing a herringbone stitch. So so yeah, I enjoy that. And there's on the bottom, maybe I should show this again, but on the bottom there's going to be all these little, rows of different colors just right up next to each other. And I'm really looking forward to that because that looks like super fun. Not as much back stitch featured in this one, like how Marjorie's was. So that's going to be, you know, different, but yeah, very similar motifs and identical letters, I believe. So yeah, so that's fun. I think I'll be done with this in maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. So I'm doing a SAL with Jordan, Tattooed Stitcher, that I just picked up again last night because she finished one of her Alice cards. She finished the teapot, the tea set, and it really put that fire under me where I was like, oh my gosh, I need progress on mine. I've been really focused on those finishes, so I haven't really gone to things that are kind of a little bit more, you know, time required to finish. So yeah, I started on that card, and this is on a 32 count linen. It's called Summer Khaki. I think it's Weigart. And yeah, it's just beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. And yeah, that's the card I'm doing. And that I will show you in a minute. And look at that, the needle minder that Jordan gave me a couple weeks ago. I just love it. The Grimm's Fairy Tale Hansel and Gretel book cover. Yeah, or just painting illustration. But so the hashtag is Cards of Soda SAL, and Jordan is she is stitching the cards of Alice in Wonderland, and I am stitching cards of Hansel and Gretel. So yeah, so look at this. I love this fabric. It's pretty big, pretty roomy. I'm in love with it. I love stitching on this. Stitching 2/2 is a dream, and it's all just called for DMC. It's possible I threw a CXC in there somewhere. But yeah, just, oh, look at that gorgeous color. And the texture of it is just so pretty. I love the weaves. Yeah, you're gonna have to hear that probably every time I talk about it. So I'm gonna look for the pattern real quick for the chart. Okay, so this is the one I'm working on right here. And it's possible I'm going to do purple frosting on the donut or just purple sprinkles. We will see. The glare is making it hard for the camera to focus today. Stitching it a little, or I'm sorry, I'm filming it a little different time today than usual, afternoon more. Yeah, so really looking forward to getting that one done, and I love this checker pattern with the green. Oh, it's gonna be so pretty. I think that's DMC 772. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to stitching Gretel, and I almost feel like this has like a Jack and Jill feel to it with the bucket of water, but maybe I just don't know the fairy tale well enough. Yeah, and then it'll be amazing to like go down to the witch, and then maybe this one, and then this one. I'm not sure really. I haven't gotten my 100% plan yet on that. But yeah, and so then Jordan is stitching the Alice cards, and she just finished this tea set. So really beautiful. Hers is amazing. I love seeing her progress. So yeah, definitely motivating. Okay, so I think that is it for my my finishes, my whips, and I do have haul, not a lot of haul, and that's okay. That's kind of been my my desire not to have a lot of haul. Okay, so one thing I'm really excited about is I've seen some Instagram specifically. I'm trying to remember her name. I think she's from New Zealand, and she's doing this sampler with some people that is a reproduction sampler from a girl in New Zealand, and it is called the Heather M. Jardine 1933 sampler, and it says a little gem from Hands Across the Sea samplers, and it's got some really great history, you know, where it shows her father with the Prince of Wales in the you know, once you get the sampler. So her father's over here, and the Prince of Wales is right here. Edward, Prince of Wales, yes. So kind of World War I era there. Not just kind of, but it was that era. So yeah, and yeah, so there's more to come on that one, but I'm excited about this one. It is really gorgeous, actually stitched up. This does not do it justice at all. And you can, I mean, it's New Zealand, you know, you pick some beautiful colors to go on this, and you know, it's gonna be wonderful. I'm gonna really love it. So and then I finally got my primitive hair 30 count linen, hand-dyed linen, for the the Cosmic Mermaid. So isn't that beautiful? And then possibly this floss to go with that. It's not the called for, but it would be beautiful on that dark mermaid. And then I got the beads also. They're just, you know, in here. It's hard to kind of see, sorry. There. A little bead pack. Not much, but enough to do the trick, hopefully. And the Cosmic Mermaid is this piece. The printer does not have the accurate color, really. It's a little more blue, maybe, than the fabric. So anyways, that is what I'm planning after I get my whips down more. And let's see, any other haul? Okay, so I accidentally got 2 of these, so I'm thinking this beautiful, seeing this on Instagram, the Red Cap Mushroom Mill Hill Kit. So I think I will use this for the giveaway, just the extra that I got. So pretty, right? I love mushrooms, like psychedelic kind of looking mushrooms, like Alice in Wonderland style. So yeah, and I think that's it for that haul. And then I have storage haul, which Bernadette at Burn Stitches really held my hand through getting, because I just did not know where to start. She showed this on her Flosstube, her different boxes she got from Joann's for her floss storage. So this is one of them I got. I got two, and they definitely fit a full set of DNC, AMO, ZXC. So one set each box for the 447 colors. So there it is. Very nice. I definitely needed something for my floss storage. My bow system was not doing the trick. So really pretty. And I think these were, I just had them shipped to me because they were not available at my local Joann's. But I think they were about $10 each, something like that. Like really cheap. 10 to 15, including shipping. So, and then I have a surprise for you today. Well, Toasty does. He's been working on his whip. So he wants to join in a little bit and show you what he's been working on. So thank you so much for sticking with me, for, you know, participating in the SAL and for enjoying what I do. You know, I appreciate your comments, and I hope I'm responding soon enough to them. I'm trying to get better at that. I hope I have been. So we will see you next time. Take care.
Hello, Flosstube. It's me, Toasty, and it has been a while since I've showed you what my Mario cross-stitch samplers look like. If you've watched our older videos, then you will probably know that I was with my mom on some of these, and that I've been absent for quite a while, and I want to show you what I've been working on. So this, I'm working on a Super Mario 3 or Super Mario Bros. 3 stitching sampler, and I've completed a few. So these my mom have completed. I have done these. This is the things that I showed from the beginning, and this is what I've been recently working on. I've just recently finished Bowser, and I've finished Toad today. I don't know when I did Yoshi, but yeah, I'm glad that I was able to show that with you, and I'll see you later.